Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. During the last part, I covered 5 viewer-submitted levels, so in this part I'll be covering at least 3 or 4 more viewer-submitted levels, starting up with this one, Wily Tower Megamix by MrDocRobot, with 10 plays and a score of 2. Originally I thought this would be Mega Man 4 Megamix, but I was mistaken. As always, if you want one of your levels to be featured in a future part like this one, please leave both the level name and level ID either in the comment section below or direct message me on Twitter. Also, as always, the full disclaimer of this entire LP series is linked in the description below. Also in the description are the timestamps for all the levels I cover in these parts, so if you want to check if your level is covered, expand the description. I've also edited out most of the loading time, as this stage took over a minute to load up. Anyways, as the title suggests, this will be a mega mix of all the stages from the Wily Tower minigame from Mega Man The Wily Wars on the Genesis. So we can play through the stage as Mega Man, Proto Man, or Bass. Let's play as Proto Man for a change. And we start with 5 keys, each corresponding to a different set of special weapons. So let's first get access to the Proto Coil and Proto Jet. Let's gain access to the Leaf Shield and Air Shooter. I think I will take the Time Slow as well as the Drill Bomb. I don't think I need access to the Flash Stopper now. I would like access to the Brick Drop, but it's a sacrifice I will take. And besides, Proto Man's base arsenal is pretty powerful, specifically his infinite charge shots. And of course we started in Buster Rod G's stage. Though it seems that Proto Man takes double damage from everything, so that's a trade-off. So just like with the previous set of Megamix stages, the level creator will be remixing parts of the original stage and adding some new things. These are after all going to be mini remixes, they're not going to be the same length as the original stages were. That was a lucky dodge there. This probably leads to an E&M tank. An E-tank, thank you very much. Thank you for the full refill, onto the second stage. I think this was Water Sponge W or something. I forget the exact name though. What I do remember is that the background looked rather familiar to Green Hill Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog 1. Another one of these secret areas. Although, unlike the original Wily Tower stage, the weapon selection we get is not restricted from Mega Man 1 through 3. We have some weapons from Mega Man 4 as well as Mega Man 11. Now, if I was playing as Mega Man or especially Base, I would be utilizing my special weapons more often. But because Proto Man's Base Infinite Charge Shot is so useful, I'm using that a lot more. I probably should have played through this stage as Base then, because I'm really trivializing most of the challenges. And that's the end of Sponge's stage. About the same difficulty as Buster Rod G's. And here's his boss arena where we would have fought him. Now onto the Boar stage. I forget his actual name. I mean, all 3 members of the Genesis unit are based off of characters from Journey to the West. And this is the end of Boar stage, although in the original would fall down another series of screens before you fight the boar. Time for a full restocking on special weapons, and now we're on to the Wily Tower itself. Well, I have nothing more to say about the stage other than going through the motions. Overall, it kind of feels like a mess stage to me. Oh sure, I recognize several of the level terrain and design from the original Wily Tower stages, but honestly, part of the charm were the different graphics. Wily Wars was unique in the sense that it was a compilation of Mega Man 1 through 3 on the Genesis, although it wasn't the best of a compilation game though. There were some issues with lag and slower gameplay that kinda brought down the experience, several which can be fixed if playing on an emulator and using certain cheats, as well as overclocking the CPU. And unfortunately I died over there, meaning that I'm sent back to the beginning of the stage. Wonderful. I should have used an E-Tank, or I should have just used the time slow. I quite have a fond spot for Wily Wars in general. I would really like to see more remixes of Mega Man classic games done in the 60-bit style. It gets a bit boring playing through a whole bunch of classic Mega Man games that are done in the 8-bit style. I'd like to see more games and fan games done in the 60-bit style, like done either in the Wily Wars style or the Mega Man 7 style. I wouldn't mind to see any fan-made recreations or remakes of Mega Man 4-6 using the Wily Wars engine or the 16-bit Wily Wars graphical style. So this is where the two pathways loop up with each other. The bottom pathway is the shorter, easier one, but the top one is the longer, harder one. But of course, in order to access the lower one, you need to have access to special weapons. And that's that mini-boss room taken care of. I do wish that the previous Genesis unit recreation stages actually had mini-bosses at the end of them, to replace the original boss fights. Then again, like the previous sets of Megamix stages, we do not have boss fights at the end of each Roadmaster stage, only at the Fortress stages. Another shortcut route. I'm really glad that I collected the drill bomb capsule here. It seems to be used in a lot of weapon blocks in this stage. Yeah, no thanks, I'm gonna ignore that lower route. So we have our Protojet segment here. Nothing too bad. In fact, it leads to an M-Tank. which leads me to believe that, of course, it was an optional route. What's down over here? Did I just skip an alternate route? I guess I did, somewhere. And here's the mini-boss battle of this stage. Because the Kumusaburo tops don't move to the left, it's not that difficult. Let's put them out of their misery. I'll just leave that wall blaster alive there. Now onto the third stage. Because I estimate that this stage will take at least 10 minutes more to complete. And at least the stage's lag isn't too bad. There's only some minor stuttering or lag when going on certain screens. And I guess that's an alternate route, so let's take it. And once again, it requires access to Drill Bomb. While having two routes through the stage does add to replayability. And I guess this is where the two pathways link up. Yeah, this is where. That was definitely the easy route. And that was the end of the third Wily Tower stage. Well, we have three options here. So let's take the left one. I guess we're in Wily Stage 4 now, or rather Wily Tower 4. I'm not sure how I didn't die over there. I got really lucky. So we fought a series of 3 mini-boss rooms, each corresponding to each member of the Genesis unit. And now we moved on to Wily Tower 5, aka where we fight the final boss of Mega Man The Wily Wars. Overall, I feel that the Fortress level recreations were better than the Genesis unit recreations. At least to me, they felt more fun and more interesting. Time to fight Time Man. Too bad we don't have any Fortress bosses in this engine yet. Maybe in version 1.4. And the drill bomb is also Time Man's weakness. If there's one other complaint I have of this stage, it's the fact that there's a bit of an over-reliance on drill bomb to access secrets, alternate routes, and it's also the boss's weakness. But as I said, this is a mess stage overall. I'd probably give this a 4 or 4.5 out of 10. It just felt boring, and it only became somewhat fun once I got to the fortress level recreations. This wasn't the case for Mega Man 1, 2, and 3 Megamix, but it was more the case here, unfortunately. So, yeah, I can't give this stage a thumbs up. My apologies. So in the next part, I'll be covering several viewer-submitted levels. I said I was going to cover 2 or 3 more, but I've decided that I'll cover 5 or 6 in one part and reserve this part for just this one level. Anyways, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Toodles!